Good morning, everyone, and can I say how very welcome all of you are, especially Iona, who is our new rector, but you are very welcome. Now, while you still stand, may I ask the chaplain to the university to say an opening prayer.
This is very much a traditional prayer pronounced in Latin. Bene Sancte Spiritus, Repletorum corda fidelium, et tui amoris in eis ignem accendi, qui per diversitatem linguarum cunctarum gentes in unitate vidae congregasti. Amen.
Amen. Would you now be seated, please? The prayer which the chaplain just read, as you heard, is in Latin. It is an ancient prayer, and it would have been used at the time the university was founded in 1495. Welcome to the chapel. As I said, the chapel is the heart of the ancient university. And the very heart of it, it was the creation and the dream of Bishop Elphinston. And Bishop Elphinston, of course, is buried here. And the first principal, Hector Boyce, who was an Erasmian scholar, very daring to be an Erasmian scholar in 1495. But that is where Hector Boyce is buried. Now, the installation of a rector doesn't happen terribly often, once every 3 years or once every 6. I presided at the installation of the last rector, and I remember that well. The rector is one of the 3 ancient offices, the original offices of the university: the Chancellor, the Principal, and the Rector. And it is to that very distinguished office that we welcome Iona today. Iona, among your predecessors, was Winston Churchill, Andrew Carnegie, more recently Clarissa Dixon Wright, the chef and food expert, and of course Maggie Chapman, the Scottish politician. And we really welcome you. We applaud your presence. You have been elected by the students. And as a sign of your installation, I would ask Christina Schmidt, the president of the Students' Union, to robe you.
Dear students, dear university community, and dear distinguished guests, I'm here to introduce you to Iona Fyfe, our new rector. Having studied at the Royal Conservatoire and forging a successful music career, Iona is now back up north to support the students here at the University of Aberdeen. The rector role, as we know, is an ancient one and almost as old as the university. Despite that, I'm very glad to say that Iona will become the 3rd consecutive female rector at the university. I, and probably many others here, have heard Iona speak out loudly and proudly about the proposed cuts to language degrees 2 years ago. Already back then, it was clear that Iona brings so many important characteristics that make up a good rector: caring, honest, and the word that springs to my mind immediately when I think of Iona, acting with integrity. Iona is steadfast in her commitment to the issues which matter most to her, even in the face of smear abuse online, never backing away from the principles she holds. Iona speaks her mind for more empathy and does so with integrity. She is someone to look up to, and who we are so pleased that she brings the determination and passion to stand up for our students. championing the causes which are so important to each and every one in this room. She's a great example to our students, and we're so proud to have her here in Aberdeen. Whether that is in speaking out against the genocide in Gaza or supporting refugee rights to transform Scottish society into one that's welcoming to those seeking refuge here. She speaks out about these issues not because she has to or she can gain anything from it. No, she speaks out about it openly and proudly because she cares, despite the backlash she receives for it. We as a community couldn't be happier to welcome you, Iona, as Rector of the University of Aberdeen, in a role that has always been around student representation at its core, and I know that you will keep your values high throughout your tenure. May I now invite you to stand right here to receive your gown. Dear students, dear university community, and dear distinguished guests, I present to you Iona Fyfe, Lord Rector of the University of Aberdeen.
As I'm sure all of you know, Iona is a musician, and this is a fairly musical installation. And next, Michael Bonecki is going to sing to us Robert Burns' song, My Love is Like a Red, Red Rose.
My love is like a red, red rose that's newly sprung in June. Oh, my love is like a melody that's sweetly played in tune. As fair art thou, my bonny lass, so deep in a love my love, till all the seas gang dry, till all the seas gang dry, my dear, till all the seas gang dry, and I will love thee still, my dear, till all the seas gang dry. The seas gang dry, my dear, and the rocks melt with the sun, and I will love thee still, my dear, while the sands of life shall run, and fare thee will my only love, and fare thee will a while, and I will come again, my love, though 'twere 10,000 mile, though 'twere 10,000 mile, my love, though 'twere 10,000 mile, and I will come again, my love, till 'twere 10,000 mile.
Michael, thank you very much indeed. And now I'd like to invite the Rector if she could come forward and speak to everyone. Iona.
It is with great pleasure to welcome you to the University of Aberdeen for, let's face it, an event which myself, my friends, family, mentors and teachers probably didn't ever see coming. In a rectoral election and installation, there are many treasured traditions, some of which you'll see today. And I know that some of you here have came solely to see me fall off the stuffed bull, so I will not keep you long. Tradition is something close to my heart. The maintenance of our language, song, oral and musical traditions is something I've devoted my career to. But after doing some research about what today's Rector installation would have in store for me if we were living 60 years ago, I decided it's best to say that I'm glad that some traditions have been phased out. Like the traditional election battle of throwing eggs and rotten veg at each candidate and their supporters. I'm sure that my student nominators, Jess and Rhiannon, are relieved at this. And I know that my bank balance is thankful that the tradition of the Rector buying everyone around at the St. Macher Bar has also been phased out. It feels absurd yet unimaginable to be installed as one of the youngest rectors in a 600-year history of this wonderful institution with such strong traditions, heritage and reputation. Whilst today is the official installation, I've been in post for 9 months. There is still so much that I am yet to learn about the inner workings of this storied institution. No amount of arts charity trustee positions or trade union board memberships can prepare you for becoming the conduit between the student body and the governing body, the University Court. Already in 9 months, I felt so supported by the student union, students, staff and senior management. Given the profound challenges currently facing the higher education sector, there's a lot to get my head around. But I appreciate the fact that students have put their trust in me to represent them, guide them, and make sure their voice is heard at court. I will spend the rest of my tenure repaying that trust. It's a huge honour to take up the position that's been held by figures from our history books and other strong female activists. Someone recently told me that their new niche trivia pub question was, what does Winston Churchill and Iona Fyfe have in common? A truly absurd moment. Being from a deeply working class background, I could only dream of this sort of opportunity and responsibility. To be quite honest, I wasn't too sure if I'd even go to university as a student. It wasn't because I wasn't studious. Some of my wonderful secondary school teachers who are here today would attest that I was indeed perhaps one of their most dedicated, yet insufferably geeky students they may ever have had. On my free periods of school, instead of relaxing on the lawn at the garden schools, I would take the train from Huntly into the university to access the special collections of folk songs at the Elphinstone Institute. I really wasn't a normal child at all. No, the reason that I wasn't sure if I'd go to university or not wasn't because I wasn't academic. It was quite frankly down to profound financial hardship. But we found a way. My parent found a way. My mum would go without so that she could pay for my piano lessons or drive me to swim club or take me to a folk club. We got by and we did it. And I went on to study a degree at the Royal Conservatoire in Glasgow. And it was magical and life-changing. The head of my department was an Alaskan bagpiper who had arrived in Scotland in 1992 to study Gaelic at the University of Aberdeen. I kept finding out that all roads led back to Aberdeen. But only through free tuition and a hefty student loan was my time at university possible. It solidified my stance that the opportunity to study should be an unwaveringable, accessible and attainable to all. Since 1495, the University of Aberdeen has been open to all and dedicated to the pursuit of truth and the service of others. I firmly believe that we still have that purpose today. Reinforcing that there is no wrong path in life, the university offers flexible entry qualifications and works with individual secondary schools and further education colleges to support learners at every stage of their journey. As part of the university's widening access programme, the university offers free accommodation at Hillhead Halls for new undergraduates from SIMD 20 area postcodes, a policy that I really hope will be rolled out on a means-tested basis to students in their second year and beyond. This would have made all the difference if that was offered to me when I first went to uni in Glasgow. The students of this university have time and time again amazed and awed me with their ability to mobilise, organise, stand up for what's right. Over the last 9 months, I've seen that the students here care deeply about calling out injustices, whether that be in regards to the ongoing war in Ukraine or the genocide that's being waged in Gaza. Whether it's countering the recent abhorrent far-right racist outburst at local Aberdeen asylum accommodations, or whether it's mobilising to provide allyship to peers who are non-binary or trans-identifying, our students are a testament to us. I know I can learn so much from the empathy, humility and kindness shown by our students, who are steadfast in not only standing in solidarity with their peers, but in their commitment to equality, diversity and inclusion. We are so unbelievably lucky that we can gather, discuss, debate, assemble, mobilise, organise and educate at this beautiful campus safely, without risk to our well-being or indeed without risk to our lives. Recent events have only reinforced my appreciation for our higher education establishments as bastions of democracy. The university's Debate Society meets throughout the year discussing a range of insightful topics. Students can join or form a student branch of their political parties, and we have a student newspaper, the Gaudi, which is one of the oldest independent student newspapers in Scotland. Its investigations, reporting, integrity and diligence would put many national publications and journalists to shame. We have more societies, clubs and activities than I can list on 10 sides of A4 paper, and we have so many powerful student-led movements. Despite being here for just a tiny drop in time, I'm fiercely proud to call the University of Aberdeen my home as Rector. This week marks a new beginning. It is Welcome Week, formerly known as Freshers. We welcome a new cohort of students from all over the world to this beautiful campus. I'm particularly pleased that the University of Aberdeen will be welcoming and supporting a number of Palestinian students, all going well with their visas. I extend my very best wishes to all new and returning students. Last but not least, we welcome a new group of wonderful Student Union sabbatical officers, Hannah, Jonathan, Samuel, and our returning officers, Karim and President Christina. Each of them are so generous in their time in keeping me right. And speaking of keeping me right, I'm so excited to see friends, family, mentors, and those dear to me in the audience today. I appreciate all of your support over the years, and I'm looking forward to a catch up outside after, if I survive the bull ride. So here's to the next 2 years and 4 months of ensuring that your beloved institution can be the best it can be, offering students the best experience that they'll look back on fondly long after they graduate in years to come. Thank you.
Thank you, Rector, and I truly wish you well. We have now another musical interlude, and this is played on the harp, and it is Glenlivet, and it is played by Nadine Ralston. Thank you very much. Thank you. I now call on Dr. Ilya Ipalia from the Senatus Academicus, who will propose a vote of thanks. Yeah.
Thank you, Serian. Distinguished guest, I'm honored on behalf of Senatus Academicus, the academic community, and professional services staff to welcome Iona as Rector of the University of Aberdeen. We look forward to working with and supporting you in this important role so we can collectively enhance the experience of our students and strive to fulfill our 1495 foundational purpose, to be open to all, dedicated to the pursuit of truth in the service of others. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. And now I'd like to ask the Vice President for Welfare from the Students' Union, Karim Hertig, to second the vote of thanks. Karim.
Thank you, Surian. Thank you, Ilya. I would like to second the vote of thanks, and on behalf of our students and the Students' Union, welcome Iona as the new rector of the University of Aberdeen and our university community. I would also like to take this opportunity to thank all the teams involved in organizing today's rector installation, with special thanks to the experience team, events team, and sacrist. Finally, I would like to thank our volunteers from our amazing clubs and societies outside who'll soon carry Iona on Angus the Bull. Iona, we look forward to working with you over these next years and look forward to hearing your voice representing our students throughout the university on the issues that matter most to them. Thank you, and welcome, Iona.
Thank you. Thank you. And actually, I would also add my thanks to everyone who has planned and taken part in this, the musicians, the chaplain, Karen, who did so much to organize it. And now we come to the high point of this. And if I may, I would like to invite the rector to sing to us.
While the star of hope
Rector, thank you. And now may I ask the chaplain to the university to pronounce a benediction.
May I invite you all to please stand as we close our ceremony together. May the road rise up to meet you. May the wind always be at your back. May the sun shine warm upon your face, and may the rains fall softly upon your fields. And until we meet again, may you be held in the palm of God's hands.